So today we'll be reciting Shloka 1.43. Prabhu, I believe there are two shlokas. Am I right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay.
Two are there, 43, 44.
Okay. So the shloka for 1.43 is Utsana kula dharmana manusyanam janardana narake niyatam vaso bhavatiti anushrushruma. Translation. O Krishna, maintainer of the people, I have heard by disciplic succession that those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. So this is just the beginning of the first chapter, and the scene is that Arjuna and Krishna, they're talking. Arjuna has doubts, so he's asking. They are in the battlefield, and he's asking, sharing it with his friend, and who happens to be Lord Krishna, who is Bhagwan himself, and is also relative of Arjuna. So he's also his chariot driver. So he's asking him this question. Series of questions. And this Bhagavad-gītā is entirely about questions, a discussion between Arjuna and Lord Krishna, who is explaining, removing his disciples' doubt. Prabhu, should we say 44 also, shloka?
As per your comfort, Prabhu.
Oh,
You
okay.
want me
Thank you,
to?
Prabhu.
I'm showing
Yeah,
44. As
okay,
per your.
Prabhuji. Yeah, thanks. So, shloka 44. Aho bata mahat papam kartam vyavasita vayam yad rajya sukha lobhena hantam swajanam udyataha. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts, driven by the desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Okay, so I'll start with shloka 43 explanation purport. So Utsana is spoiled kula dharmanam of those who have the family traditions, manusyanam of such men. So manusyanam, those who are human beings, they have got family and family rituals, kula dharma, jati dharma, etc. So this is meant for human beings. Manusyanam, that is human beings, not for the animals. So this is being addressed for the human beings, not for the animals. So unless the human society accepts this principle of varnashrama dharma, which is ordained by Lord Shri Krishna, the Supreme Lord, he is not considered to be amongst the human beings. He is considered as animals. So Srila Prabhupada gives this wonderful explanation about this. So without which they are considered as good as animals, because there is no regular systematic principle of how to live a life, how to live life as human beings. So one has to follow the systemic principle as mentioned in the scriptures, as mentioned by the Lord or his uh, gurus in the Guru Parampara system, the acharyas, who are well versed in the scriptures, who live the life of what is mentioned in the scriptures. So, so, so anybody who follows them or he understands and practices this as mentioned in the scriptures, he is a human being. Otherwise, anybody who is not following the scriptures or not following the system of as mentioned in the scriptures, he is considered less than human being. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his conversation with Ramananda Raya, he's inquiring from Ramananda Raya, what is the actual aim of life? What is sadhya sadhana? In Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela 8.118, this is mentioned. Sadhya means what is the purpose or aim or goal of human form of life. Sadhana means the activity by which we can attain or achieve that goal of life. That goal of life is sadhya. So we know that from the scriptures it is mentioned that there are 8.4 billion species of life, different types of jiva jatis. The living entity is wandering in the cycle of transmigration of the soul, from one species to another. So why this living entity is wandering and why it is not fixed up? Why does it continue to wander? So one needs to ponder on this and ask this question. So there must be some goal of life which the living entity is trying to fulfill. He's hankering for that goal, and because he has not satisfied, is not living the life to achieve that goal. He's unaware of it. Uh, So he's hankering for that, and to achieve that goal, to achieve that goal is sadhya. So we have heard or learned in school the Darwin theory. So although Srila Prabhupada says that although Darwin is highlighting some idea of progressive evolution, he does not know what is the goal of life. He has not expressed it. So why this progress is there? Why this transmigration is there? He does not explain that. Why a living entity is wandering and not fixed up? Why are we struggling here for happiness or something else? So this question was raised by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in his conversation with Ramananda Raya. What is the goal of this life? Unless there is a goal of life, sadhya, why there is struggle? The means by which we can achieve that goal of life is called sadhana. So as per the Vedic principle, Ramananda Raya quoted uh, from the scripture, because when there is talk between two learned persons, uh, unlike which is nowadays it has become a fashion to say, in my opinion, I think in this way, and so. People don't think or consider or evaluate that what is the value of this person's opinion, to whom they are hearing, to listening, what is his knowledge, what is his background, what is the source of this. People just, and it has become popular, there are so many videos on YouTube and social media channels people are making, and they can make whatever they want. Nobody evaluates, nobody considers what is the value of this person's opinion. Is this the right source of knowledge? Does it have a solid foundation? Is it coming from God himself? It is scriptural. It has become a fashion, it has become a trend, a sort of entertainment, so social media channels are proliferated with these such kind of videos. So anybody can say anything in the name of religion. So many people are, saying things which are not based on scriptures. It's based on their own whims. So it's very fascinating. But people hear these things, and some of them can get diverted, or they can be misled, or they would be wasting their time and energy in such a uh, thing if it is they are hearing to opinions which are not based on scriptures, on acharya or a guru. So person should think, what is my value? That is really learned, humble, and meek, and that is how it's supposed to be. If a person always think, this is something Srila Prabhupada is highlighting, which many acharyas have emphasized in scriptures. Um, Srila Prabhupada says that if a person always thinks, I'm a fool, number one, and then in that case, the endeavor will go on to become perfect in life. If a person thinks that now I have learned everything, now I have become perfect, Paramahamsa, that would be very inappropriate, because then the spiritual regulative principles will never be followed, and the person will fall down. So this is very dangerous situation. So here Arjuna is also emphasizing something like this. So here Arjuna also says that narake nivatam vaso bhavati iti anushushma. So why is Arjuna saying this? He's emphasizing something here very important. Krishna, I've heard it from authoritative sources. He is not saying, he never said, Krishna, in my opinion, I believe so, I think so. He's not saying that. He's saying, I've heard it from authoritative script sources. So if it is done like that, then people will, he's saying that he never said, Krishna, in my opinion, if it is done like that, then people will go to hell. He's not saying that. He does not give his own opinion. He says, iti, thus, anushushma, I have heard from whom? Authoritative sources. This is called parampara system, a disciplic system. There is guru, there is acharya, and he is sharing with his disciples or with the general society knowledge which is coming from the Lord, from the scriptures. Nobody should give his own opinion. He must quote the authoritative statement to support his proposition. And if and this is what Srila Prabhupada is saying, and if one understands the same principle behind Srila Prabhupada emphasizing, he has put the title of Bhagavad-gītā as Bhagavad-gītā as it is. He's very particular about this thing. He is sharing The knowledge as it is coming from the parampara system. He is not diverting, he is not changing anything. So this is very important because he realized that so many people have published Bhagavad-gītā. There are so many Bhagavad-gītās coming from Mayavadis and so many atheists. Anybody from anywhere, any philosopher, a speculator is presenting Bhagavad-gītā. Nobody can stop them, but they are doing that. But Srila Prabhupada, understanding this thing, he's saying that he's expressing Bhagavad-gītā as it is, coming from the scriptures, coming from the Guru disciplic succession, the very essence of Bhagavad-gītā. It's not changed, it is not modified. So this is something very important. So similarly, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did the same thing, he asked Ramananda Raya, what is the aim of life, how to achieve it? He did not give his own opinion. In my opinion, here also Arjuna is saying, Iti Anushushama, I've heard it from authority. So Ramananda Raya said that real purpose or goal of life is to satisfy the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Just like we are citizens, what is our duty? To satisfy the authority, the government. Because when one serves the government nicely, they are recognized by the government. And for example, in many countries, especially for example in UK, they get recognized as Knight, Earl, Lord, or something similar on the title. So every country has some similar kind of system. So one can reason using common sense that if this is the system in our ordinary life, then the aim of life should be to satisfy the supreme governor, the supreme government. And there are so many kingdoms, there are so many planets. In each planet there is a government, there is authority, and above all of them there is supreme authority. There is Lord Sri Krishna, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachita Ananda Vigraha, Brahma Samhita 5.1. This is the scriptural or shastric injunction. So in this planet there is a controller, in another planet there is another controller. Similarly, there are many controllers. Even Lord Brahma is the controller of the whole universe. And above Lord Brahma, there is Lord Sri Krishna, who is the controller of the controllers. And there is no controller beyond him. He is the supreme controller. So this is how it is. Um, so 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 we understand that there is small government, there is small business, and to satisfy the government or the business in charge, it is the duty in any system. So it is the duty to respect or abide by the orders of the government. That is the aim of good citizenship. So, so one may ask, what is the difference between good citizen and outlaw? So the difference is a good citizen is always trying to satisfy the government by abiding the laws given by the government. So therefore, our ultimate goal is to satisfy the supreme government, Lord Shri Krishna, because Krishna is the supreme. These universes, they are Krishna's kingdom. There are many such kingdoms. Just like we have got many universes within this material world, similarly, there are many spiritual planets in the spiritual world. Therefore, our business is to satisfy Lord Shri Krishna or Lord Vishnu by becoming perfect. So that is how it is. And going far as per the another shloka. So here Arjuna is emphasizing, so saying that such an act would be sinful, it would be violence, because driven by the desire to enjoy the royal happiness. This is what he expresses, his own opinion here, which is under the influence of his senses. He's saying that, uh, you know, to kill one own kinsman, this intent would be very wrong. This would be very violent. So this is with this, he's saying with his impure senses at that moment. But when his senses are purified by Lord Sri Krishna, when he gets this knowledge, his doubts are removed, he will do the same act, but with purified senses, and it would be bhakti because he's following the instructions of Lord Sri Krishna. So, there are many times we have come across that they say that sometimes they say that Arjuna or Bhagavad-gītā is very violent. Srila Prabhupada says that yes, it is. There is violence mentioned in the Bhagavad-gītā, but this is not like ordinary violence. This is as per Lord Krishna's will. This is being done. This was, for example, here it says. So Vaishnava Arjuna here is thinking that it was arranged for his own Rajya Sukha, for his own happiness. He's doing this to get the kingdom for his own happiness. So Lobhena for his greed, for his own lobha. for his own greed. So it was arranged for the satisfaction of Arjuna to say that he could enjoy the kingdom and the happiness thereof. Actually, it was not that case. It was arranged by Krishna for his own satisfaction, not for Arjuna's satisfaction. So that is the difference between ordinary work and devotional work. So devotional service and ordinary work may look almost similar, but they are different. For example, in a neighborhood, people might say that there are so many devotees living, and the neighbors might say that, okay, so they are chanting, they are singing, they are dancing, they are eating. So what? We are doing the same thing. We also sing, we also dance, we also eat. What is the difference? They look to be same thing. So where is the difference between their activities and our activities, between devotional service and ordinary work? It looks almost equal. So people misunderstand that Bhagavad Gita is like ordinary warfare or violence. No, it is not. It is arranged by Krishna, who is Lord himself, who is Bhagwan himself, to fulfill his own mission. And his mission simultaneously fulfills two things, which we'll hear in Bhagavad Gita 4.8. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha duskritam. That is his satisfaction, not Arjuna's satisfaction, not anyone's satisfaction. It is his plan. And his plan is perfect because he is perfect. He comes, he descends on this planet, in this universe, just to establish the real purpose of religious life and to kill, to vanquish those who are opposing the real purpose of human life. So, Swajanam means kinsman. It is not limited to just one's own brother, sister, father, uncle, etc. It means all living entities, because if Krishna is Bhagwan, because Krishna is Bhagwan, and all living beings, all living entities, whether it is ant, whether it is elephant, whether it is Lord Brahma, whether it is ordinary human beings, anybody, every species, everybody is Krishna's children, because all living entities are part and parcel of Lord Sri Krishna. So, Srila Prabhupada says that not just Krishna, not just Bhagavad Gita, any fine religious system would agree or claim the same thing, that God is the original father. So everything has come from him. He is the supreme father. He is the source of everything. So in that sense, all species of life, all forms of life are swajana, kinsmen, and Krishna is the original father. So, so it doesn't matter whether it is ant or whether it is elephant. And scriptures even give the further detail about the size of the soul, 1/10,000 part of the parcel, part of the tip of the hair. Uh, so that is how it is. And one who is learned, who understands this thing, he's a pandita, who sees all spiritual sparks, irrespective of what body they are in, what gross body they are in, to be all spiritual beings, all part and parcel of Lord Shri Krishna. So he's got full knowledge, his vision is perfect, and he is a pandita. So that is how it is. So Arjuna, initially, he's thinking in terms of blood senses. When his senses get purified, atyantikam, that is Krishna conscious. So, so Arjuna is now thinking, Yad Rajya Sukha Lobhena. For the matter of getting kingdom and sense gratification, I'm going to kill my kinsmen. So it is a great thing. That's a fact. If the warfare is in the Kuruksetra battlefield was for Arjuna's sense satisfaction, for his own sense gratification, then it would be a great sin. But it is not being done for Arjuna's satisfaction, it is being done for Krishna's satisfaction. So therefore, the conclusion should be that whatever we do, if we do it for our own sense satisfaction, it is mahapapam, it is sinful activities. But if we do the same act, same set of activities, it that is for the satisfaction of Lord Shri Krishna, then that is spiritual advancement. So this is the difference between ordinary work and devotional service. And as Arjuna continues to ask more questions, and once when his doubts are removed, then he is ready to fight the war battlefield with his purified senses, not under the impact that he would be doing for himself. Then that would be a bhakti. He would be doing it for Lord Shri Krishna. That would be he is acting as a perfect Vaishnava, and that will be a devotional service to Krishna. So that is how it should be. That is how we should live our life. And this is the message for now. And so the further questions will remove further doubts, and we will through Arjuna we are receiving the knowledge of Bhagavad-gītā, where Arjuna is just a medium, but this is meant for all of us. So Thank you, Prabhuji Mataji. Thanks for joining. Please continue to hear, continue to join tomorrow for further shloka recitation and chanting. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji Mataji. Thanks.
Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Dhanvat
Prabhu.
pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Thank you
Prabhu.
very
Dhanavad.
much, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanvat
Krishna
pranam.
Prabhuji, Dhanvat Pranam. Thank you very much.
Hello,
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Dhanvat Pranam, Prabhuji. Thank you very much.